pass this first time?
The main thing for people to get from the Right to Rest Act is the Right to Rest Act is an organizing tool. And whether it passes this year or doesn't pass this year, the homeless Bill of Rights thing that we did with Amiano a year and a half ago in California, it didn't pass. So a year and a half later, we come back with a bill that we like even more that's in 3 states. So, if this doesn't pass the way that we want it, because we're not going to compromise on it, there isn't room there for compromise. It's a tight, short little bill. Then we'll come back in 5 states. We are going to keep growing this campaign. This campaign is a march for social justice, and you're not going to get that. If that was easy, we would have had it by now. And if we were coming from a place of privilege, we could end up like all too many of the groups that profess to defend or fight for poor people, of having something to lose. We have nothing to lose. We got no money. Half of us got no housing. What are they going to do to us? They're already locking us up. They're already trying to chase us out of town. You know how much power that gives us? That gives us the ability to have nothing to lose. And that should be the organizing basis when you're repping race and class-based issues, is who are you concerned with being relevant to? And who are you concerned with having access to? Is it the community you're supposed to be repping, the homeless community in our case, or the SRO residents, or the public housing residents, or the people in jail? Because that's a lot of the same people going back and forth. Or is it the powers that be? And the corporations and the foundations and the government structures that, whether we're seen as legitimate in their eyes or not, who cares? They won't dispute our information because, like our report that just came out from UC Berkeley School of Law, this is information. If you're going to have a mouth like we do, if you're going to document your communities, you're going to do research based on that documentation, your research has to be accurate. And if people across the West Coast are going to be using that research, if people in Nashville, if in other communities that we work with are going to be using without housing or using the right to rest stuff or using the criminalization materials, it better be accurate. Because especially when you're coming from an organizing base, as soon as you make one mistake, everything else you say is considered null and void in the mainstream media or in the powers that be. So for RAP as staff, if we put out a without housing update or a PowerPoint presentation or work with UC Berkeley to do a report, that shit better be right. And it is right. So they may not like where we're going with the information. They may not like where we're coming from with the information. They may not like our artwork. Could care less, dude. So long as it's legit and the people that we're repping say it's real and say it's good and are wearing the t-shirts and are using the posters and are putting up stickers, I don't really care what the other guys think.